Welcome back to the Scarlet Faithful podcast. I'm your host and co-founder, Aaron Breitman, and today it's my pleasure to welcome to the episode Rutgers men's basketball player Mawot Mag. Mawot, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. You're entering your junior year. The season begins next week. You've had quite a journey to the program. Originally from Sudan, grew up in Australia, played high school basketball in America. What has your journey been like getting to you to this point in your career at Rutgers?
It's been a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I've been in a move ever since I was 15. I was born in Sudan, raised in Australia, came over here to the U.S. when I was 15. I originally moved to Florida first for my first 2 years of high school. Then I went to California, and now I'm here at Rutgers. So it's been a great journey right now so far. It's been a long, I put a lot of hours in, worked hard, and I'm enjoying it so far.
And what was it about Rutgers and Coach Peichel that made you want to come here? And I guess how has it lived up to your own expectations being with, playing for the program?
I felt like it was the right fit for me. The coaching staff, it felt like family, real genuine. Cabbage is diverse. It's kind of my style. I really liked it and everything. And what was the second question? Sorry.
Just in terms of how it's kind of lived up to what you hoped it would be.
Oh yeah. I expected it to be like what it is. The games, the atmospheres, the football games, just being campus. There's a big school, so everything is everything I really thought it would have been.
So entering this off season, last year you had some big moments for the team. You had that big dunk against Purdue when you guys beat them.
Yeah.
You had a great game against Seton Hall. You also dealt with a lot of injuries, both with your mouth. I know you've had eye injuries in the past. What has getting through those injuries been like? And does it still something you have to deal with now, or is it kind of behind you?
Yeah, injuries, it comes with a game and everything, but it was pretty tough on me. It was very unfortunate for me to get hurt, but I got through it though, previously with my mouth, ankle, all that, but it's all behind me right now. Right now, I'm currently healthy and knock on wood, hopefully I stay that way, but everything is behind me right now. So, yeah.
And just in terms of your off season, what you kind of focused on in your own development, how did that go? And I guess how has it helped you now in the preseason getting ready for the season?
The off season it was great. I felt like it was actually a summer where I was not hurt or nothing, so I was really healthy. So I was working on my game, just weaknesses. Just really my all around game. Really working my shooting, post up, driving, handles. I was really working on everything, and it helped a lot. With my confidence and everything. So I'm looking forward to this year. It will be great.
And it definitely showed yesterday in the exhibition game against Fairfield. You had 15 points, 8 rebounds. You were, definitely assertive inside. How much confidence do you have now, just in terms of, your larger expanded role going into this season, and being around guys that you have for a long time now with Cliff and Paul and Caleb?
I have a lot of confidence. I have great teammates too that helped me be more comfortable. So I felt like it was really great. And I love playing with Paul, Cliff, Caleb. Caleb's a very good defender. He just won Defensive Player of the Year. Cliff's a great inside presence. Got to feed him the ball. Paul does his thing. Passing the ball around. I can't wait to play with him.
And what was it like going head to head with Ron Harper Jr. the last couple of years in practice? At the four. And I guess what did you learn most from playing against them every day?
No, it was great. I like playing against Ron. Ron's a phenomenal player. He can really do anything: shoot, jump, drive, anything. And I learned a lot. He taught me a lot. Whenever I had questions, when I first came in my freshman year, I didn't really know much. So whenever had a question or so, I'll ask him and he would tell me. And I just learned from him, because we play similar roles and everything. So I just watched what he did and I try to implement that to some of my things. So, yeah.
And what's it been like with the team in terms of the chemistry? Obviously, Gio and Ron were, leaders, now gone. I guess how have things shaken out in their absence? And I guess what's the personality of this new team going into the year?
Oh yeah, we lost two big key components to our team last year. Obviously, Gio and Ron. I feel like this year we got everything we really to need to be successful. We have a young group. a nice mixture of older and younger guys. I feel like we're really good, long, athletic, can really run. I feel like guys are stepping up, being more vocal, including myself. And I feel like, yeah, we're gonna be good this year. You know, we have everything we need, as I said. And yeah, what was the second question? Sorry.
Well, just in terms of kind of the personality of this team, I guess in terms of the chemistry and how guys get along, and is it different than last year?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's different because everybody has a different game style. I feel like we had a great summer this year. Everybody's kind of learning everybody's personnels, and we're building chemistry and everything. So I felt like it was very good, and we're gonna be looking forward to our home opener on Monday night next week.
And with the freshmen that you have, you have Antonio Chol and Derek Simpson, Antoine Wolfwork.
Yeah.
What's I guess been their biggest adjustment, coming into the program, and what do they offer to the team?
Probably I would just say just learning the new system. You know, they're coming into it's a different ball game, not high school no more. It's college, so different game speed, physicality, defense is a big thing too. And I felt like they're doing good. You know, I feel like they're gonna bring up energy. They're gonna score the ball. Everybody can really do it. Wolf can really defend. He can really score the ball in the post. Chalk can really shoot the three. Derek can really facilitate and score. So I feel like they're gonna have a big role this year.
And obviously, with the offense last year, Ron and Gio, were the two predominant scorers. Seems like this year there's gonna be a lot more balance. The ball movement yesterday was really good, in the media day, a lot of your teammates talked about the importance of sharing the basketball. How much do you think that's going to help this team just in terms of the offense and being more balanced?
It's gonna help it a lot. You know, sharing the ball, getting great shots is a key, and it's something that we need to do. And I feel like we'll be very successful if we do that. You know, sharing the ball, but making the defense move around, not just holding the ball, dribbling it for center possessions. And I feel like once we get the ball move flowing and everything, get through motions, I think we'll get open, easy shots, and that will help us win the game.
And obviously, Cam Spencer led the Patriot League in scoring last year. How is he kind of implemented into the lineup, and how is it to play with him?
I love playing with Cam. He's a competitor, you know, and he's a sniper too. He can really shoot the ball, very efficient. Play defense, very vocal. I love playing against him. You know, as you said, he was previously the leading scorer in his previous conference, and I believe Cam's going to do very big things this year, and I'm glad I have him as my teammate.
So you've obviously been with the program both seasons, going to the NCAA tournament. I'm sure you're aware of the history of the program not going there for many years before that. I've talked to Gio and Ron on this podcast before about kind of leaving that standard behind for you guys to carry on with the younger guys that are now coming in. I guess how has that been in terms of being part of something special at Rutgers and now having the responsibility of keeping that success going?
Being a part of it was amazing. You know, it's once in a lifetime opportunity. Not many people say they can play the NCAA tournament, and I feel like right now it's an expectation for us to make it, and I feel like we have everything we need, all the keys, all the players to be successful this year and make another run.
And just in terms of rebounding, I know Pikel's talked about it a lot. Just, he thinks his team's going to be really good on the glass. It's obviously one of your strengths of your game. I guess, how do you feel this team is prepared? I know it's kind of an all hands on deck approach, but how has that been in terms of, the kind of mindset in terms of rebounding this season?
Yeah, rebound is a key factor. You know, it's one thing we struggled with yesterday, and I feel like once we lock in and do that, because I feel like we have great rebounders in the team, very athletic, tall players. So I feel like once we lock in, I feel like there's always going to be room for improvement. So we can't be too high or too low. So I feel like once we get that figured out, we're going to be really deadly because we can really, that's when we can really push the flow and go out and attack in transition.
And do you feel like that's going to be something that's more part of your guys' game this year? Is transition offense coming off the break?
Yeah, just playing basketball and just running in the break. Yeah. Yes, sir.
And just in terms of, I guess, Coach Pikel's message to this team, we talked about the expectations and all that, but has his message to you guys changed at all this year compared to past?
Nah, it's still the same goal. Win the national championship. That's the main goal. And we're gonna do that this year. And we're gonna work towards it. Take it day by day. We have Colombia on Monday, so we're focused on being 1-0, and we're just gonna build from there.
And you've obviously played in a lot of different arenas now across the Big Ten and other places as well. I mean, how much does this team appreciate, and how much do you appreciate playing at the Rack with the fan home crowd? And I guess does it make you more excited going into a season knowing like your home opener is already sold out and you have all these games already sold out?
Yeah, most definitely. It does make me excited, with our fans, and I'm really appreciative of our fans. What they do. They do a lot, and I appreciate the support. I'm looking forward to seeing them Monday night, and we're gonna put a show on for them.
And your first year was during COVID. It was isolation. There weren't a lot of students on campus. I guess just talking about your college experience, how much do you like Rutgers, and is there anything that fans would know, like any place you like to go eat or hang out? Or I know you don't have a lot of free time, but is there anything about Rutgers that you enjoy that alumni and other people could relate to?
Oh yeah, as you said, freshman year was a COVID year, so camp was really like a ghost town. Nobody was really here. But my sophomore year and junior year is a complete opposite. A lot of people, a lot of food, a lot of nice places. As I said, we have four different campuses on campus, and I feel like there's a lot of nice food places. You can meet people. I feel like it's a great place to be. Just to go out and just have fun and do different things, meet new people, make new relationships and everything. So I'm enjoying it so far.
And a couple more for you, just in terms of your own personal goals heading into this season.
Just personal goal, probably say win defensive player of the year, make the tournament, and make an all Big Ten team.
I like where your head's at.
Yes, sir.
And I guess what do you think this team is going to surprise people with in terms of either something that you're going to do really well, or just in terms of expectations? Obviously, you were picked eighth in the conference. You were picked eighth in the conference last year. You finished fourth. But is there anything that I guess this team has kind of a chip on its shoulder, or things that you think you're going to do really well that maybe people aren't thinking about right now?
I feel like we're gonna be really good. I feel like we're a sleeper right now, but I feel like once we get going and start playing, we're gonna show everybody what we're really about. So now it's just time to be about it. So once I feel like we're just gonna just let us play game, let us play and do the talking really. So I'm looking forward to it though. I love all my teammates. I feel like, and the coaching staff. I feel like we have everything we need to be successful, and I can't wait for the season to start.
Mawot Mag, junior forward for Rutgers men's basketball. Appreciate your time and best of luck this season.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, sir. Have a good day.